Hello, and welcome to Friendship, Wellness, and Wisdom, the podcast where two friends get together and talk about a variety of different topics about love, learning, self care, and basically whatever interests us. So, welcome to today's show. I'm Rachel,
I'm
and this
Heather.
is, and we're here today to talk about something very exciting. So, but before we get into that, I'm just going to ask you to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so that you can stay up to date on all of our latest. And yeah, thanks. I'm going to give it to Heather and we'll get into the show.
Nice. So today we're doing something really cool. Rachel has just launched this amazing program. It is a basic movement for beginners. It is amazing. So I actually purchased the program and I'm actually going through it. I'm not completely done with it yet, but it's very comprehensive. It's very easy to follow. And we're going to go through some questions to kind of like hone in on the actual program so you can understand it a little bit better. But I just want you to know that Rachel has been working on this for such a long time,
Yeah.
and it really shows. The quality of it is really, really nice. It's super easy to follow, super comprehensive. And so we are going to get right into it. Um, so the first question I want to ask you, Rachel, is what inspired you to create this program?
Okay, so two things really. One, I have been dealing with chronic pain and fatigue for years now. And I work as a rehab fitness trainer.
Mm-hmm.
And I work with a lot of people who have like limited mobility.
Okay.
So at first, I was um, basically changing and modifying
Mm-hmm.
exercises to fit like the abilities of my clients. And at times, though, I was running into problems where I was having a tough time like working out and exercising because movement was just it was a lot for me. So
Right.
I what I wanted to do was break everything down to the most basic of movements that you're going to use every day, right? So instead of going crazy and getting you into crazy positions, I wanted to start where like this is what you're basically doing and this is how we're going to target the main joints
Mm-hmm.
and the muscles that we're using every day in everyday life so that it would stay easy. It didn't feel like a workout. It doesn't feel like an exercise. It was basic. It was something most people could do, and it made you feel good and accomplished that you were able to do the movements.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, I've gotten through the upper body part of it. And
Okay.
so the one thing I do want to say about it is if you are a desk person,
Yeah.
you can do a lot of this stuff at your desk. Like your shoulder movements and your arm movements and the stretching of the back and stuff. And so you've made it very, very accessible, which is super nice, even for
That was yeah.
not necessarily for people that are uh, limited mobility or
Right.
whatever, but limited space.
Limited space and limited time because I
Yes.
mean they're all short. They're
Mhm.
all a few minutes only. They go into there's 3 rounds throughout, but if you have limited time and you want to go through and do one round, like
Right.
this is something that if you have 5 minutes, hence the 5 minutes for me, you
Yeah.
can sit at your desk,
Right.
go
Right.
through one round, move your body a little bit, get back to work,
Hmm.
and then you can do the next round like a few minutes down the road or an hour down the road, and then you've still gotten the whole thing in. You've stopped, you've moved your body,
Hmm.
you've looked away from your computer or whatever it is that you're doing, and it just really kind of, aside from giving you some movement and some exercise, you're giving yourself a break from what you're doing, and
Right.
that's just always helpful
Right.
for body, for both body and mind. It like gives you a chance to breathe. It gives you a chance to clear your mind. It gives you a chance to move your body and then to kind of notice,
Hmm.
what's going on with you, in the present moment. So I
Yeah.
thought also very also very important to me.
Yes, very important. So what do you think sets your program apart from other programs?
Okay, so I tried really hard to keep it as simple and as basic as I possibly could. So many people I know, and myself included, when I'm not feeling right, don't have the ability to do certain exercises, and they feel like I'm not fit enough to do this.
Mm,
Some people have no time, and they're like, I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time to, like, leave my office even on my lunch break. I don't have the equipment. I don't want to buy the equipment. So I wanted to pick moves that were easy to do with limited time, limited space, and
mhm,
without equipment, but also have the ability to then add to that.
mhm,
So you can do a very little bit. You can do, one exercise or one routine every other day.
mhm.
You can break it up and do like a little bit at a time. You could, if you have more time and you have more energy, you could do one or two videos at a time. It really just kind of depends on what it is you're looking for, like, and
Mhm.
what fits your needs. And it's very adaptable, which was also really important to me. So it may work for someone with very limited fitness and ability, but it
Right.
also may work with someone who is a lot more fit and active, but doesn't have the time or the space to, to kind of go through with their workout. So I really wanted to make sure that I created something that, again, fit the, like, a wide range of abilities and
Right.
needs.
Yeah, I can tell you, going through it, I was sitting at my desk when I logged in, and I'm sitting at my desk, and I'm like, okay, I don't really have a lot of space in my studio, and I'm like, how am I? Okay, well, maybe I should log in from my phone and take it to the living room, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, I can do it all right here. I
Yeah, and
can do it all right here.
that was a big part of it. I wanted it to be able to be done in a limited space for
Hmm.
people who maybe the only time they have to work out is in their office,
Yeah,
or at their desk, and it was really important for me to make that a priority.
that's awesome. And so with each section, right?
Mhm.
You have your arms, you have the shoulders, the torso area and everything like that. And then you move on to the legs. What inspired you to pick the actual exercises that you picked for this program?
So what I wanted was to create a full body workout. So I
Hmm.
wanted, to be able to hit all the major muscle groups
Oh, okay.
so that when you got through it in that time, you got a full body workout. So there's 6 videos.
Hmm.
Um, so there's shoulders, there's arms, there's core, there's back, there's legs, and there's chest. So
Hmm.
we hit like all the major muscle groups. And again, I wanted to pick exercises that were movements that we do kind of throughout everyday life. We're bending over, we're reaching up, we're reaching out to the side.
Hmm.
So these are all things that we're doing in our daily movement. Like, you're bending your knee, you're straightening your knee. This is all stuff that you're gonna do on a daily basis. And that was basically like, okay, I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it basic, but I do want a complete full body workout.
Right.
So yeah,
So
that
I
that
have a question that I didn't write down, but so we talked about, the 6 videos or whatever. Do you see anything coming up for hips?
so we do have some hip movement going on, and there is a little bit in the warm up and throughout the like exercises, but I'm not specifically targeted or focused on hips
This
in this
video.
series.
Okay.
Um Yes, but I have tons of stuff that is coming out. I am currently working on putting together just like a mass of different workouts and exercises. I will be putting together different programs, so there'll be some sitting for hips specifically to work on people who are sitting at a desk all day,
Hmm.
like things you can do just to change your positioning, to open up, to stretch, to move. I'll be doing sitting, I'll be doing standing, I will be doing workouts on the ground, but this seemed the most accessible to
Mhm.
me and a really good place to start. I figured a chair seated exercises where we're was something that most people were going to be able to get to. So I thought
Good.
that that was where we go first. And yes, so I am going to be doing a lot more for hips. I will be doing it. If you go back to like some of my old like TikToks and Instagram, I'll do like core and pelvic floor.
Mhm.
I will be doing sitting posture for back, for hips, and even for neck. So we'll be getting through all of that. So yes, that is something to definitely like look out for. It is on the horizon.
Yay. Um, so just the reason why I asked that is because women, us as women, we carry a lot of stress and
Mhm.
everything in our hips. And so to have, to have all this that you already have packaged up and to know that there's more coming
Absolutely.
for people that sit a lot and things like that, that's going to be amazing. And so, what is the ongoing support for users? So, after they purchase the program,
Mhm.
what can they expect?
So, if you have any questions or whatever right now, and I have to delve into what I have set up. So, the course is done through Thinkific, and they have a portal with an email, so you
Hmm.
can directly ask questions. You can even go onto my site, which is 5, number 5, minutes, number 4, me.com, and just shoot me an email.
Hmm.
So if you have any questions about the videos, different exercises, or anything else that I am putting up or out there, feel free to contact me. And, I will personally be getting back to you at this point with any support that you may need. So.
Awesome. And then once you, I know right now you have the course up for how much?
So right now I have the course up for it's only 25 bucks.
It's super duper cheap.
So yeah, well I wanted to kind of introduce myself to people. I
Hmm.
don't have a huge following on social media, and I had the website is new. This is,
Hmm.
even though this is something I've been doing for a while, I just kind of wanted to introduce myself, get myself out there and really get people interested in what I have. And I'm like, you know what? And because I want it to be available to so many people, I want it to be accessible in that way as well. So I wanted to like, here's a great introductory price. And,
Yeah.
I
And
hope that, I hope you can take advantage of it.
And there is a ton in it. So not only do you have videos,
Hmm.
you also, first of all, you have a video on how to pretty much use the course. You have a video
Yes.
on proper alignment,
Hmm.
and then you have a video on the each part of the body. You also have written stuff
I do.
to
So
go
yeah.
with it. Um,
So what you're getting with that, you're going to get a video for proper seating posture and alignment, because it's really important that you use your best posture and alignment while doing these exercises. You're going to get the most out of it when you're doing it correctly. I have 2 6-week workout plans. So it tells you, it gives you a couple options, and you can use the videos however you see fit. But I did give you 2 options for workout plans if you needed a more structured plan to follow along with. I included a PDF that you can uh, download and print out to keep track
mhm.
of your progress and what exercises you're doing on what days. Yeah. So I can even I can incorporate like in the show notes if you want a list of everything that kind of comes with it. I think I've covered all that, but you do get lifetime access. So I made it once you purchase the course, you have it for a lifetime as long as you have the login. There's no like it's up in however long. So you can do it, you can repeatedly go back to it.
Mhm.
It's yours to keep.
Yeah. And the other thing when you have lifetime access to something, right? As you develop or change the program,
Yeah, you'll get all the updates.
yeah,
You get all the
you're gonna
updates.
get all the updates for 25 bucks. I mean, that's like that's a steal.
I thought that was a pretty good deal. So
Yes.
like I'm really hoping people take advantage of that.
And then, can you elaborate? So, like, there are people out there that aren't beginners, but this is
Mhm.
a great course for them. So, can you talk about different things that people could do, or are you going to be adding things to the program that people could do to add weight or, do things differently to give them a little, like, as they move through the program and they develop, right? They want more, right?
Absolutely. So there will be more like coming up, and I may add a few videos here or there just on suggestions for how to incorporate a little more resistance.
Mhm.
So what I had been thinking was just like an instructional video or two just to show the movements while using weights or while
Mhm.
using resistance bands. And it
Okay.
would just be like a kind of a quick like here's a resistance band I'm using. Here's how you could apply it, to the course. Because once you've been through the exercises, you should safely be able to go through them. And then anyone who is already aware or has consistently done a workout routine and who's just doing this for the simplicity of it and the time saving or the space,
Mhm.
they can pick up. It's very easy to figure out once, when you already know how to do that, where you could add weights. So you could just pick up any of the upper body, you could add weight to, and anything for the lower body could be done with resistance bands. So if you already know how to use that equipment, it's
Right.
very easily implemented into this
That's awesome.
routine, into these routines and workouts.
And then we talked about the PDFs, and we talked about being able to print out. Can you just go into a little bit on, because in there it's like you can build your own way you do it, right? You
Mhm.
can build the way you do it. So can you just briefly go through like a suggestion of somebody that's just starting out working out? What would your suggestion be to start?
Okay, so to start, what I would do was to pick one video to do every other, like you pick a video for one day.
Hmm.
You do that just for that day. The following day, you either take a rest or you go for a walk. You
Hmm.
can do a 30-minute walk. You can do a couple 15-minute walks. If you have like daily activities like walking your dog, you can kind of count that as your fitness or your exercise. If you have a day where you're tired, you take a rest break. So say you're going to do shoulders day one. Day two, you either take a rest or you go for a walk that day. And then you move on. Day three, you do the arm video.
Hmm.
Day four, you go back to either taking a rest day or you can go for a walk. So you could do it that way. You could decide to do one video a day for 5 days, take the weekend off.
Hmm.
And it depends on how you feel. So you want to like let your body dictate what you're doing. So if you go through one round and you're tired after one round and you don't complete the whole video, that's your workout for the day. And
Hmm.
then you could go the next day and then just do the second round.
Right. Oh,
So there's so many different ways to use it. Like I said, I did just put a few suggestions in. If you get the course and you go through it and you're not sure how you want to use it and you have a question to ask, send an email.
yeah.
Let me know what your concerns are. I'd be happy to kind of help you tailor something for yourself.
Yeah,
So
you definitely set it up like a buffet,
yeah, there's
right?
there's a little bit of everything. So
Yeah, I've taken courses where they kind of like trickle the course out to you. You know, you have to like start here and go here and da 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 da. But like you have just made it so accessible. Like you can click on anything, you can go through it. I went through and I watched, you know,
mhm.
just to see how long it was going to take or whatever. And then I did, right? And like I said, I just did the upper body sitting at my desk, and it was just so accessible and awesome. Um, and I could totally see like this just like being something that people like, oh, it's my lunchtime, popping it on,
Yeah, and that was the
you know.
thing because you can do it from your phone. So you can put your phone on your
Yes.
desk and then you could just go in and do this for like a small period of your lunch break too because most
Yes.
of them are only about 10 minutes long. There's a few that are a little bit longer,
Hmm.
but you could also choose to do like part of it and then go back later.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, no, it's great. It's absolutely great. So, um, tell us about some of your social media where people can follow you and people can get on board with. I mean, you have this course, but you have a ton of
I have a ton of
videos out.
yes, I have there's a bunch on my YouTube channel which is also 5 minutes for me, so it's number 5, number 4. Um, so you can check me out on YouTube. I have a bunch of videos on there. My TikTok, Instagram, there's tons of like shorter videos that'll give you like one round suggestions to come up with maybe some things that you can put together on your own. There's a few like full body. I have a couple, like it's called like this week's workout, and
Hmm.
it'll take you through and it'll give you like one round of like what you can do for a full week's worth of workouts, and then you
Hmm.
could then on your own adapt. So yeah, there's I have a ton of stuff out there, and hopefully, not hopefully. So in the future, what's going to happen with all of that is I'm going to be putting together basically a subscription base so that there'll
Hmm.
be all different kinds, just like these short little videos. It'll be shoulders, or it will be upper body, or it will be a 5 move full body workout. And you'll be able to go in, click on what you want to do for that day, and then you've got the subscription so you could go in and watch whatever video and change, and there'll be basically I'll set it up kind of like a YouTube channel where
Hmm.
you do a playlist, and here's all of these, here's possible constructions, and that's the plan for the future, to set it up to like be able to go on, click like this is what I want to work out today, like,
Right.
and then, today I'm doing a full body. Tomorrow, maybe I want to do shoulders. I don't have much time today, so I'm going to do a seated chair workout just to like kind of get my body moving. But that's the direction in which I am heading.
That's awesome. And then you also, you and I have talked about, you also have blogs, right? So looking at the blogs give you a lot of information of why we do certain things for our bodies, sleep, other things of that nature. Um,
Mhm.
I think it's I think it's really great because you have you have the fibromyalgia, right? And you deal with the chronic pain, and you're showing people how accessible things could be on your good days.
Yeah.
And then you are also showing people how to self care and take care of yourself on your not so good days.
So great. And I think that's the most important thing for me to put out there is like no matter what you're feeling or how you're feeling, like we all need to take good care of ourselves. Because the more that we do that, the less chance of having something like that happen. So if you're feeling good now,
Hmm.
it's even more of a reason to take good care of yourself so you can continue
Right.
feeling good. And you don't need to do a lot. It's really more of the effort of doing something with the intent
Hmm.
of caring for yourself. I think that's the most important
Right.
aspect of the whole thing, is really just doing something because you love because you
Hmm.
love yourself, because you want to take care of yourself, because you want to give yourself the best.
Right.
And I think that's the key right there.
Yeah. Awesome. So do you have anything else for our listeners? Any?
Um I just want to say, like, for now, like, this is what I have out there. I really hope that, if you're looking for something, a really genuine place to start,
Mhm.
um, take a look at this. I feel like it'll really check all the right boxes for you. So if you want something that's safe, effective, simple, and does not take a lot of time, like, this is the course for you. Check it out. Check out the website. We'll leave some information in the show notes so you can check out the site, check out the course, check out my YouTube channel, and then feel free. Like, if there's something that you're looking for, let me know what that is, because I'm always looking for new things to put out there.
That's awesome. Also, make sure to follow Rachel on all her social media because she does have things that she just adds tidbits of stuff in there, and it's just chock full of stuff. Really, like when when her and I first started this YouTube channel, she was like, "I really don't have much out there," and I looked at her YouTube channel and I was like, "Oh my god, you have like." I think it says like 100 videos or something.
Some of
Something.
them are short, so like
Yeah.
I'm like I didn't really count those. I was really counting like
No,
the
you
full
have
length
a
things.
ton of stuff out there. So, and it's all great information.
So
So,
yes, please check it out.
yes. And we'll drop all your links in the description as well.
Great. Yeah.
So, well,
Thank
thank
you.
you and have a great time. Remember to hit the bell, subscribe, and let us know what you think.
We'll see you
Bye.
next time. Bye.